Hello,
Hi,
Daria. How are you today?
everything is good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about your camera?
I don't have camera, so I'll try to find it to
I
our
see.
next
Okay.
lesson.
Uh-huh. By the way, you haven't completed this essay. I haven't seen it
Yeah,
until today, even,
yeah,
unfortunately.
I'm really sorry about this.
So try to do it. Or try
O-
to. So let's
Okay,
wait for other students to join us.
okay.
It's just a minute before we start to my computer time. We have Vaganova Daria. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes. How are you today? Sophia, hello.
I'm okay, but I'm getting you. I'm
Oh,
getting
what a pity. So try to recover as quickly as possible. Yeah. So
yes.
that everything could be fine. So, and Sophia, how are you today? Hello.
Hello. Uh, I'm getting ill too.
Oh, what a pity to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's just time to start. So let's discuss what you have checked. Well, Daria Vaganova, will you please tell me?
Я проверяла работы. Я должна была проверять работы Полины Красновой и Сони Шогиновой, но
Да,
они в срок, по-моему, не успели.
так, ну вот
Ну,
Полина Краснова, она выложила позже, да, не в срок, точно. Но у нее все-таки работа появилась, а у Софии так и не было работы, да?
ну вот я посмотрела работу Полины. Я не
Мгм.
выставляла баллы, но я нашла несколько ошибок.
Давайте посмотрим на эту работу, конечно. So, hello, Bella joined us, yes?
Hello,
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so we are discussing this work. So let's see, what have you noticed, Daria, about this work, okay?
В первом абзаце все нормально, тема указана, что она делает проект тоже указано. А, м,
Мгм.
так. Мгм.
Yes, Bella?
И-
What about opinion polls?
Да, вот я тоже сейчас вижу, что их нет.
Да, не хватает точно opinion polls. Ага, откуда взяты данные? I have found some useful statistics in the form of the pie chart from the opinion polls. Вот. Мгм.
Во втором абзаце здесь указано, что респонденты отвечали на вопрос.
Мгм.
Единственное, что
Мгм.
вот вопрос там был
Как сформулирован был?
Where
Where
do
do you
you usually
usually
spend?
spend your holidays? Да. Мгм.
А здесь она пишет like. Это странно.
Мгм.
Дальше.
Это не по теме вопроса, да.
М,
Besides, the minority, оно единственное меньшинство, the minority of the respondents usually spend their holidays in historical places, да? Мгм.
мгм. Дальше в третьем абзаце сравнение есть, но мне не очень понятна причина. Она пишет, что люди предпочитают проводить свое время активно и на природе, но ведь фактически и горы, и экотуризм — это природа, и активный отдых.
Мгм. Ага.
В четвертом абзаце здесь начинается с although, хотя вроде бы так нельзя делать.
Although, кома, запятая, да,
Мгм.
one can see, конечно, не we see, а one can see, то есть безличная такая конструкция, потому что это спрашивается вообще о проблеме, а не мое мнение о проблеме. Вот что очень важно, да, в этом четвертом абзаце, о
Мгм.
чем я уже говорил, напоминаю вам, да? Окей?
Мгм. Да. Еще здесь она пишет, что one of them is some, надо было is that, some people cannot choose.
Да, да, is that some people, ага.
Проблема
Мгм.
вроде как нормальная, ну, э, подходит. Решение здесь есть.
Мгм.
Ну
We are
и в
convinced.
заключение, да,
Whose
э,
island? Swimming in the sea, playing beach volleyball. Ага, окей.
ну здесь все подходит, то есть
Мгм. Да,
здесь
единственное,
надо-
я увидел to avoid such a problem. Ну, это вот для грамматики ошибка там возникла. Such a problem. Мгм.
ну так вот,
Мгм.
так в общем.
Окей. So clear, yes?
Мгм.
Thank you, Daria. So, Полина Краснова, did you check anyone's work? Oh,
Да,
Григорий
да,
does,
ну,
hello.
Даш, ну я проверила. Сейчас
Мгм.
включу.
Вы проверяли работу Дарьи, да, Вагановой?
Да. Ой, нет, не сюда. Сейчас. Вот. Ну,
Мгм.
здесь все как всегда отлично. Вот. Первый абзац хорошо написан. Второй тоже, все
Что ли
проценты
там есть? Ага. Мгм.
приведены, все проценты сравнения есть. А, В третьем тоже, ну, объясняется, почему так. В четвертом тоже хорошая проблема, хорошее решение, но единственное, типа, the travel agency, но ничего страшного, я считаю. Вот.
Мгм.
И вывод тоже, ну, хороший. Вот. И
Мгм.
все мне показалось отлично.
Мгм. Ну вот предложение, например, посмотрите, в третьем абзаце последнее предложение. These emotions, they can get in the mountains. Так мы не говорим. They can get these emotions in the mountains. Да? Порядок слов нарушен. И
М,
опять же, четвертый абзац начинается to my mind. Можно ли так его начинать?
а, Нет, там
Нет, to
должно...
my mind мы
Да,
начинаем in conclusion.
да, да.
To my mind и так далее. Да? То есть здесь еще
Мгм.
ошибка. За работу Дарьи поставил 11 баллов, там еще были замечания, снижены баллы за
Мгм.
организацию текста, РКЗ и грамматика, в результате 11 баллов. Везде по баллу снизилось. Окей?
Мгм.
М. So, next person, Alice, what about you? Have you checked anyone's work?
Да, я проверяла Софью Борычеву.
Да, она написала, что сегодня не сможет присутствовать, мне
Ну,
сообщение.
я
Так
могу
что, но
сама
все равно мы
показать.
посмотрим на работу, посмотрим, что не так. Мгм,
Да,
если
сейчас.
Мгм.
Так, видно?
Yes, we can see. Мгм.
У нее была тема про карьеру.
Мгм. Да,
Вот.
the minority wrote about it, by the way, from you.
Да,
Мгм.
я тоже заметила это. Но у нее эссе, я в целом посмотрела, у нее тут все есть. В первом
И по
абзаце есть.
количеству слов все окей, да?
Да,
Мгм.
количество слов у нее 263.
Окей.
Вот здесь и указано, что это Zetland, opinion polls тоже указаны. И далее по статистике во втором абзаце тоже есть разные факты.
Мгм.
М, Дальше
Соответствуют ли они
приведены
заданию? Смотрите, prefer. The majority prefer searching the internet. А что было в задании?
задания.
Какой был вопрос? The opinion poll question.
How do you develop?
How do you develop your career? Not how do you prefer
М,
developing your career,
Не
yes?
заметила.
Поэтому здесь не по плану идет. Мгм. Ну, работа Софьи я оценил в 13 баллов из 14,
Да,
как
у меня
раз
в
вот
14.
из-за этой ошибки.
Мгм.
Влияло на РКЗ. Мгм.
Далее в третьем абзаце есть сравнение, и оно объяснено
Мгм.
тем, что интернет — это общедоступная платформа, а разговор с
Мгм.
специальными людьми может стоить денег. А, Дальше проблема. Она указана, и она вполне логичная, и решение тоже приведено хорошее.
Мгм. The best one is to take part. А как было там у нас в задании? Про, кстати, про my opinion. How to find a good job, да, хорошую работу. Она пишет, еще раз посмотрим текст. To find a good job. Окей, все правильно.
Мгм.
Мгм.
Ну вот, но
То
здесь
есть
я
тут,
вот это вот отметила
кроме как
единственное, которое...
второго абзаца, все было уже сделано как по заданию.
Да, ну я это не заметила, поставила 14.
Мгм. Ну, это окей.
Все.
So, thank you very much, Alice. And Grigory, what about your checking?
Я проверял Софью.
Софью Медведеву, да?
Да,
Мгм. Let's look at it.
сейчас.
Тоже сегодня почему-то к нам не пришла, не присоединилась так до сих пор.
Кто я?
Нет, Софья Медведева здесь, да?
Ну да, уже давно.
Окей, окей, sorry. Мгм.
Так, ну, по критерию РКЗ все в порядке.
Мгм.
Первый,
Так,
второй, третий, четвертый, пятый абзац.
соответствует ли вопросу второй абзац, вот о чем мы говорили, так?
Вопрос есть,
Мгм.
да.
Окей.
Организация текста. Да. Текст разделен на абзацы. Да. И средства связи везде есть, во всех абзацах.
Мгм. Ну, некоторые недочеты есть все-таки, да, что там красным выделили, да?
Но это уже лексика, грамматика.
Мгм, да. У Софьи работу я оценил в 12 баллов, что тоже хороший, высокий, в принципе, показатель. Да. Ну, есть недочеты, естественно. Мгм. Мелко у вас на экране очень, поэтому сложно воспринимать
Так,
текст.
если
Вот так, если так. Undoubtedly, there are some problems. Ага. Вот она пишет, что одна из проблем – это нехватка доступной информации. Да? И решение, смотрите, people should read in advance the necessary information. Как это? Нехватка информации. Значит, тут, наверное, should не read или the necessary information, а should search for the information. Да? То есть не совсем логичное решение проблемы получилось, да, у нас? Согласны?
ну да.
Мгм. А в остальном все, в принципе, в порядке там было, да? Мгм. Окей. Thank you, Grigory. And you, Sofia, did you check Grigory's work?
Да, сейчас попробую открыть. Так, по идее, извините, по идее демонстрация началась.
Yes, of course. Мгм.
Мгм. Ну, так, я проверила работу Гриши, все по словам хорошо, в РКЗ все супер, вопросов вообще никаких. Я нашла только маленькие недочеты, ну, они, я думаю, незначительные. Может быть, я
Да,
даже не
но тем
права.
не менее у Григория 13 аж баллов из 14 я поставил. Значит, какие-то ошибки все-таки есть. Так.
Мгм.
Мгм.
Я написала, возможно, тут while working on project
on what holiday destinations? То есть, типа,
Project. A
потом,
project about. Проект о чем-то. While working on a project about what holiday destinations, да, не хватает слова about. Мгм.
потом я выделила,
Это грамматическая ошибка.
ага, ну, то есть, тут в первом абзаце все логично, все по правилам, кроме вот этого момента.
Мгм. И опять же,
А,
значит, choose three resorts, вот это мне не понравилось, да. They mention, они упоминают, там, они не выбирают же, а они проводят там отдых. The respondents go on holiday to three resorts. Yeah? Должно быть в соответствии с вопросом нашего общественного мнения. Вот поэтому вот за это минус. Как бы вот здесь ошибка.
то есть,
Это здесь.
потом,
Мгм.
а тут же запятая должна быть, по идее. Или
Где?
вот у меня стоит двоечка с вот этим знаком.
The resorts
Да, Sea Resorts.
while answering the question. No, not necessary.
Хорошо. Ам, так, ну остальных ошибок как таковых у меня четких не было.
Мгм. Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Ага, we have also Bella to speak. Yes, please.
Heard it. Well, my partner hasn't prepared her part of the job this week, so я только свою написала.
Юлия выложила эссе. У вас не Юлия была, нет?
Не, у меня Даша.
Мгм. А Дашу Балабаевой, к сожалению, да, эссе не было. Вот. Эссе Юлии, у нее, к сожалению, 0 баллов. Она много ошибок сделала на РКЗ, к сожалению. Совсем запутала все не так, как надо, к сожалению. Ну вот. Вот. Еще нет у нас сегодня Полины Катковой, да? Ее тоже, значит, кто-то работал. Наверное, Юлия должна была проверить работу Полины. Вот так получается. Окей. So then we can get down to some other business and we'll
Можно
practice.
моё эссе?
Мгм. Yes?
Просто сегодня Софьи нету, и моё эссе, получается, не посмотрела она. Ну, точнее, посмотрела, но
Мгм. Yes, ага. То есть, что я сказала, проверки показать, да?
да, спасибо большое.
Мгм. Just a moment. Я сейчас открою и поделюсь своим экраном. Нет, это не то. Не открылось. Окей. А что касается соответствующих вещей в вашем эссе, я оценил на 12 баллов. Почему так? Второй абзац у нас идет не по теме. Они не выбирают, да, этот вид как бы отдыха. Они там проводят время. То есть внимательно и обязательно читайте вопрос опроса, да, этот opinion poll questions. The opinion poll questions, окей? Поэтому choose, select, оно не по теме, да, нашего задания. Дальше такой линкер, как it can be seen. Тут не пойдет, поскольку надо уточнять. It can be seen from the data или from the statistics. Далее, however, однако, это, как правило, линкер, который говорит о противопоставлении одной идеи другой идеи, да? Здесь никакого противопоставления в начале 4-го абзаца быть не должно. Мы сожалеем о том, что существуют проблемы, и говорим unfortunately, undoubtedly или undeniably there arise a lot of problems, some problems with the topic of our project. И цитируем проблему, которая написана в 4-м задании. Да? Поэтому здесь тоже вот ошибка линкера и неправильное начало вот этого абзаца. Ну и некоторые ошибки на орфографию, например, запятая тут пропущена у вас, видите, from my point of view, запятая должна быть. И одна ошибка видно, вы набирали и неправильно набрали
Да.
вместо some soul.
Мгм.
Soul — это подошва ботинка, soul вообще, одно из
Это да.
значений слова.
Я опечаталась.
Да, вот, внимательно следите за тем, что набираете, да, когда текст. Естественно, на реальном экзамене вы будете писать от руки, и таких вот ошибок, как опечаток, быть не должно, по идее, если вы правильно все с орфографией справляетесь, да. Поэтому вот и получилось, что у нас 2 балла за РКЗ, 2 балла за организацию текста, вот, и итого 12 баллов за вот это задание. Окей? Yes, Bella?
А вы проверили мою работу? Просто, ну, как-то хотелось бы, чтобы узнала баллы свои.
Yes, of course.
Мгм. Спасибо.
И посмотрим. Так. Здесь тоже 12 баллов, ну, за счет того, что некоторые ошибки на разные моменты. Брать тему проекта в кавычки не рекомендуется. Мы в кавычки, как правило, берем вопрос, цитируем вопрос или цитируем эти опции, да? Окей?
Мгм.
Ну, во втором абзаце тут грамматика пострадала. Have вместо has, the option has, одна опция имеет, да? В третьем абзаце пострадал слово ecotourism, написано с ошибкой double. Тут пропущена буква O, да, и вот еще раз это же слово не так написано. Choose, они опять же, как мы говорили, да, уже та же ошибка. Они не выбирают эти места, они туда ездят. Who go or visit go to or visit historical places, yes?
Мгм.
Дальше в четвертом тоже вот такой линкер не очень, поэтому мы начинаем, что, к сожалению, существуют проблемы. А проблемы исходят из самой темы, а не из того, что мы эти данные проанализировали. Это нелогично, да, получается. Окей?
Мгм.
И вот такая интересная лексическая ошибка. Specialized area — это какая-то особая, что ли, зона, да, а должно быть special area. И вот, например, я показываю вам, что слово loads, оно относится к неформальному стилю. Informal, да, style, okay? Лучше
Мгм.
употреблять a lot of. Это
Мгм.
стилистическая ошибка, так? И лексическая ошибка. Да, уехал текст. Вот, лексическая ошибка, как видите. Что значит specialized area? It's a specific and narrow field of expertise, как бы особая область, зона как бы какой-то науки, что ли, да, а не зона в природе, да, поэтому там мы говорим special area or certain areas, да, окей?
Да.
Все ясно было?
Да, все ясно.
Мгм. So that's good. So, and now I'm going to demonstrate what we need to do today is to practice some reading task. So can you see it on my slide now? Yeah.
Да.
So the text is about the Hermitage Museum. By the way, have you ever been to St. Petersburg, Sophia?
Me?
Yeah, yes, you. You are only one Sophia today, actually.
Ah, okay.
So
I have never visited St. Petersburg.
never. Would you like to go there?
Yeah, of course I would like to, but now I don't have such opportunity.
I see. And who has been to this city already? Who can share some opinions? Daria, okay? Balabayeva.
Yeah. So I was in St. Petersburg twice.
Ah,
I think that's a really beautiful city with a really interesting story, and actually I really liked art galleries in it, and uh, I have visited twice, and in the second time, as I remember, we visited like an outside part of St. Petersburg, like
mhm.
countryside, and it's really beautiful too. I think this is the city that everyone should visit one day.
Mm. Okay, you, Bella, also was there, weren't you? Bella? Yeah. Oh, can't hear you. Hello. Okay, so the task is to match the parts of this text to its correct place, okay? And you may write the answers in the chat room box, okay? You may start doing it, okay? Who? Daria has written the answers, but not very well. Mhm. Grigory. 2 mistakes, Grigory. Daria Balabayeva, 4 mistakes. Bella, 1 mistake. Mhm. Oh, we have Sophia to join us, Shogenova. Hello, Sophia.
Здравствуйте.
Mhm. So, I'm waiting for other students' answers. In about 2-3 minutes, we'll discuss them, okay? Mhm. So, Daria has Vaganova only 2 correct answers, which is not fine for this test. In fact, here. And we have Sophia. Sophia Medvedeva, yes, wrote the answers. You are quite right, Sophia. Mhm. Okay, let's discuss the answers. Полина Краснова, what about the first option, A?
Ну, в первом я поставила 3,
Угу,
потому
окей,
что,
почему так?
потому что, ну, 3 миллиона,
Да,
как
указано, over 3 million
да,
items. И
и
дальше идет,
которые, ну, были собраны со всех музеев мира. Вот,
yes,
поэтому,
включая, нет, including, включая
да.
то-то, то-то, да? Окей,
Мгм.
answer B, Bella.
Well, answer B is 7
Окей, good.
because nothing else can be put here, I think, logically.
Mhm. Yes, because that the emperors that did something or that happened, that something happened. Yes, напрашивается вот эта часть, да, грамматическая. Answer C, please, София Медведева.
Так, answer C это 1.
One. Мгм. Можно
А,
было ошибочно, как некоторые дают, ответ 4. Он лишний здесь, да, получается, потому что who и там, но здесь какой смысл?
Ну, там по смыслу 4 не совсем подходит, что
Мгм. Да,
Ай,
Белла поднимает руку, что хотели сказать?
Ну, мне кажется, тут на самом деле нужно ориентироваться не на смысл, потому что смысл он
Да,
сильно подводит. Может быть, тут дело какие вот в том, что там who had compiled, а тут просто who managed. То есть who had compiled указывает на действие до этого приобретения
да, он
определенной
уже
теории. Поэтому здесь подходит первый.
да, вот, это один из
Мгм.
принципов, да. И пока не сказано, что он спрятал от каких-то вторгающихся армий, тут про этого ничего не было до этого речи, то есть тоже по смыслу это не пойдет нам, да, вот оба варианта как бы нам подсказывают, почему надо дать ответ one, один, да. Окей, number D. Григорий, what's your option?
My option is 4.
Four. But it's not okay. The right option is, Sophia, help us.
Ту.
Two, yes. Why?
Сейчас, секунду. Так, ну, здесь сказано про то, что комплекс, в общем,
Мгм.
говорится про комплекс, и у меня по смыслу выделилось, что and attended by various nobility of the country. То есть,
Да, его посетили, да, вот эти.
да, тут не подойдет ни ху, ни вот про то, что действие о людях, тут именно вот про комплекс у меня по
Мгм.
смыслу да, единственный
Yes,
вариант.
that's okay. Bella, what about option E?
Well, I chose 5 for it.
E, five?
Wait, I chose not 5, what I chose.
Mhm.
6, I chose 6.
Six. Yes, but why?
And the Soviet government maintained the complex as public museum because the whole article is dedicated to the museum under Soviet regime. So I think that it suits the place like logically.
Yes, because revolution of 1917 is mentioned just in the previous sentence. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And Alice, about the last answer is F is number
5.
Because of what?
Там говорится про работы французского импрессиониста, и по смыслу
Мгм.
здесь подходит 5 как раз. То есть они, ну, берут свое происхождение из его коллекции.
Мгм. Yes, from their collection. Okay, so you can see now how we logically need to analyze the text. Yes. Okay. So, by the way, Alice, would you like to visit the Hermitage Museum if you go there?
I think yes, I would really like. I've already been to St. Petersburg once, but
Mhm.
it was many years ago, and yeah, I hadn't the chance to visit this museum.
Mhm. Okay. Our next activity. Can you see it? Yeah. Oops. Okay.
Да, все видно.
Is the story called The Young Violinist? By the way, does anybody know how to play the violin here? Or no one? Okay, the task is to choose the correct option. Again, it's our vocabulary task, okay? So please write your options if you are ready. Alice has 2 mistakes. So 5 out of 7 answers are correct with you. София Шагенова. Also 2 mistakes, but in different places. Mhm. So Grigory, 1 mistake, 2 second. 3 mistakes, Grigory. Daria Balabaeva. Daria, you wrote 6 answers, not 7, by the way. У вас 6 цифр, а не 7. So, Bella. Bella correct. Only Bella has the right answers as to maximum answers. Here? So, let's discuss them. And Polina Krasnova has some mistakes. So, what's the first answer, Polina?
Ну, talent for playing
Yes,
instrument.
устойчивое сочетание talent for something. By the way, Polina, what talent for something do you have?
Maybe I have talent for dancing. I don't know. Yeah.
I see. Okay, Alice, next answer is
My answer was 1, but I think it's wrong.
what's correct answer? What's the meaning of this expression?
Ну, в любом случае,
Да, по всей вероятности, в любом случае. So how we'll
Да.
say that?
in all probability.
Yes, the right answer is option 4. All probability, yeah. So next answer, Grigory.
I chose number 3.
Because you devote so much time to something, yes?
Yes.
By the way, what is the object that or subject that you devote a lot of time to?
I think learning an English.
And improving your English skills, I see. So, Sofia Medvedeva, next answer is?
Так, 35. Сейчас, секунду.
What do we do with the news, especially bad news?
Так, я выбрала вариант 1. Break.
We break the news to somebody, yes? There
Мгм.
is a site, for example, breakingnews.com. Okay, next one, please. Дарья Ваганова.
By.
Set preposition after to be discouraged by something, okay? Next one, Bella, is
Lifetime ambition.
okay. You know this expression, good. And the final answer for Sofia Shagenova.
My answer was 4.
But it's wrong. What do you think is okay here?
Maybe 3.
Yeah, but why? What's the
Мгм.
difference between arrive and come?
Ну, она пришла к этому решению, я поэтому подумала, что там game будет.
Ну какой предлог идет после этого пробела, Белла?
Arrive у нас во всех значениях с at.
Arrive at a place, at a decision, да? А come to conclusion, например, прийти к выводу, к заключению или к чему-то, да? Там разные предлоги. Вот поэтому проверяются разные collocations. Вот этот тест нас так проверяет. Okay. What comes next will be a listening part of the exam, okay? На данном слайде вам нужно смотреть на левый столбец. Задания будут слева, в левой колонке. Это наше третье задание на аудирование, где вы выбираете опцию 1, 2 или 3. Okay? So, I need to start the track.
Unit 3, Exercise B1.
Let's begin.
Вы услышите интервью. В заданиях A8 to A14 обведите цифру 1, 2 или 3, соответствующую выбранному вами варианту ответа.
Now we are ready to start.
Here on the Working Lives programme we have Janice Kersey. You may not have heard of Janice, but you have probably seen her on TV and films lots of times. So Janice is well known without being famous. Can you explain, Janice?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm an extra. That means I'm an actress who is part of the background action. Extras are there to make the scene more real. I might be someone in a cafe, in a football crowd, or even a battle scene.
So you don't actually act then?
We have directions to follow, like the main actors, and we have to rehearse just as hard. I've just been in a film set in a hotel, and I was one of the waitresses in the restaurant. I spent ages learning how to lay a table properly and serve, just so that it looked authentic. The actual scene took less than a minute, but you wouldn't believe the preparation involved. I even spent one day at the Ritz Hotel with the head waiter getting the tricks of the trade.
How did you become an extra, Janice?
Unlike most extras, I never went to drama school or anything like that. It happened quite by chance. I was on holiday in St. Petersburg having a coffee on Nevsky Prospect when a guy, Vadim, heard me speaking very bad Russian and asked if I was English. It turned out Vadim was a TV director and he needed an English nanny for a small scene in a Russian soap opera he was making. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I agreed. It was only about an hour's work and it was fun. Afterwards, Vadim put me in touch with some friends in the business back home in London, and then it started.
It all sounds very glamorous.
Not really. To be frank, the money is not that good considering how much time you put in. A lot of things are done on very tight budgets, and only the big stars get good money. Extras are right at the bottom of the list. Also, most of the work is extremely routine, just standing about as someone in the crowd. That's what I hate the most. You have to wait ages for the action to start, and then the scene might have to be done lots of times because the director is not happy with something. Some directors are really difficult to work with because they won't let you go until everything is absolutely perfect.
There must be some funny moments, though.
Sure. I'm a great believer in that old saying, never work with children or animals. 2 years ago, I was in a film set in a girls' boarding school. I was one of the teachers in a girls versus teachers hockey match. I should never have agreed, as I'm not sporty at all, and I haven't played hockey since I was at school myself. I must have been short of work at the time. Anyway, some of the girls in the match were vicious and seemed to think it was a real game. One of them hit me on my ankle with her stick and I couldn't complete the scene. I had to be carried away almost screaming. That bit didn't get on the film, I'll tell you.
Have you ever thought about becoming a real actress?
I'm not now. No, I see what you mean. I wouldn't really fancy being a main character. For a start, it is very difficult to get work, especially for women as they get older. For every Julia Roberts, there are 1,000 ex-actresses who have to become waitresses or teachers in drama school. The competition is very tough, and things can get very unpleasant between actresses. You have to be a very hard woman to get to the top, and you will make a lot of enemies on the way, that's a fact. That's not for me.
Thank you, Janice, and good luck in your next project.
Now we'll listen again, of course, here.
Unit 3, Exercise B. Now we are ready to start.
Here on the Working Lives programme, we have Janice Kersey. You may not have heard of Janice, but you have probably seen her on TV and films lots of times. So Janice is well known without being famous. Can you explain, Janice?
Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm an extra. That means I'm an actress who is part of the background action. Extras are there to make the scene more real. I might be someone in a cafe, in a football crowd, or even a battle scene.
So you don't actually act, then?
We have directions to follow, like the main actors, and we have to rehearse just as hard. I've just been in a film set in a hotel, and I was one of the waitresses in the restaurant. I spent ages learning how to lay a table properly and serve, just so that it looked authentic. The actual scene took less than a minute, but you wouldn't believe the preparation involved. I even spent one day at the Ritz Hotel with the head waiter getting the tricks of the trade.
How did you become an extra, Janice?
Unlike most extras, I never went to drama school or anything like that. It happened quite by chance. I was on holiday in St. Petersburg having a coffee on Nevsky Prospect when a guy, Vadim, heard me speaking very bad Russian and asked if I was English. It turned out Vadim was a TV director and he needed an English nanny for a small scene in a Russian soap opera he was making. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I agreed. It was only about an hour's work and it was fun. Afterwards, Vadim put me in touch with some friends in the business back home in London, and then it started.
It all sounds very glamorous.
Not really. To be frank, the money is not that good considering how much time you put in. A lot of things are done on very tight budgets, and only the big stars get good money. Extras are right at the bottom of the list. Also, most of the work is extremely routine, just standing about as someone in the crowd. That's what I hate the most. You have to wait ages for the action to start, and then the scene might have to be done lots of times because the director is not happy with something. Some directors are really difficult to work with because they won't let you go until everything is absolutely perfect.
There must be some funny moments, though.
Sure. I'm a great believer in that old saying, never work with children or animals. 2 years ago, I was in a film set in a girls' boarding school. I was one of the teachers in a girls versus teachers hockey match. I should never have agreed, as I'm not sporty at all, and I haven't played hockey since I was at school myself. I must have been short of work at the time. Anyway, some of the girls in the match were vicious and seemed to think it was a real game. One of them hit me on my ankle with her stick, and I couldn't complete the scene. I had to be carried away almost screaming. That bit didn't get on the film, I'll tell you.
Have you ever thought about becoming a real actress?
I'm not now. No, I see what you mean. I wouldn't really fancy being a main character. For a start, it is very difficult to get work, especially for women as they get older. For every Julia Roberts, there are 1,000 ex-actresses who have to become waitresses or teachers in drama school. The competition is very tough, and things can get very unpleasant between actresses. You have to be a very hard woman to get to the top, and you will make a lot of enemies on the way, that's a fact. That's not for me.
Thank you, Janice, and good luck in your next project.
Mhm. Okay. As far as I can see, some of you have one or two, even more mistakes. Alisa is correct. Other students have mistakes. Well, unfortunately, one or two mistakes, usually. So let's discuss the answers then. Daria Balabayeva, what's the first question? What's Janice's job?
So she's an extra, so it's number 3.
Yeah, okay. Next question, Bella. The answer is
The second one, okay. I think it's 4.
her job is difficult to do well, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So Krasnova Polina has answer 1 to this question, which is wrong. But Sofia, for example, has the right answer. And you, Bella, are right. So, question, how did Jenny start her career, Grigory?
She found a useful contact.
Absolutely right, from Russia, actually, yes. Next question. Daria Vaganova.
One, it can take up a lot of time.
I absolutely agree with you. So, Sofia Shagenova, next question. 12. Why did Janice do the hockey match scene?
Number 1.
Aha, she used to play hockey at school. What does it mean?
That she was playing in hockey at school.
But what does the text say? And she says in this interview, Daria, help us. It's not okay. Daria Balabayeva, can you help us with question 12?
Yeah. Just what should I say?
So what's the right answer? Sofia told me the wrong answer, unfortunately.
3, number 3.
Aha, yes. So she didn't used to play hockey, but there she didn't have much work at those time. That's why she decided to try something new for her, yeah? What about next answer, Полина?
Ну, 13 же, да?
Да, what happened to Janice in this film?
She got injured. Ну, было
Okay, you are
ранение.
right. And why? Do you remember this situation?
Не совсем. Но я так.
So
Не
what
совсем
game did she
вот
play so
выиграла.
she got injured? You remember what game was played?
Ну, в хоккей.
Hockey in the film, yes.
Да.
And the last question, Sofia Medvedeva, your answer is?
1.
Okay, you're absolutely right. So now let's discuss some questions concerning this story. So I'd like to ask Daria Vaganova, would you like to be an extra and why not?
Maybe I would like to be an extra. I think it is interesting job, and I can improve my skills in different spheres.
Yeah, okay. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of working as an extra? I'd like to ask Sofia Medvedeva this question, please. Let's
Okay,
start with advantages.
Advantages are more difficult for me. Okay, I think that the main advantage of working as extra is maybe a huge fans and maybe making acquaintances. and
Contacts,
travel.
you mean?
Yeah, contacts and travel, as I
Mhm.
think. And about the disadvantages, извините за шум на фоне.
Never mind, go on.
Okay, as for the disadvantages, I think that one of them, as I think, is that you always have to be near with people and maybe lead a social life, as
Mhm.
I think.
Okay, so Polina Krasnova, have you ever worked as an extra? And why?
No, I haven't, but sometimes I really want to try this
Mhm.
because it is an interesting job.
Yeah. Do you fancy working as an extra one day, Bella? What about you?
Oh, well, not really. I don't like the idea. For me, being an extra is like not being put on blast. And I'm a kind of a person who likes attention. So no, I would not like to be an extra one day.
Grigory, do you know a person who has been an extra?
I
Or
think
an
that
actor in a film? Mhm.
I don't know anyone who is an extra person or play
Mhm.
extra role.
Yes. Just in my case, I had a student who is now an actress of the Mali Theater here in Moscow. She studied in my class when I was her teacher, maybe 12 or 13 years ago. Can you imagine that? Now she is an actress. Okay. In this interview, there was a very interesting expression. At the bottom of the list, I'd like to ask Grigory to explain this expression to me. Okay? At the bottom of the list, what does it mean?
Maybe it means that someone don't play main role, and his
Doesn't
role is
play. Mhm.
his role is on the depth of the list.
Not exactly. Who has another version? How to explain at the bottom of the list? Maybe you, Daria Balabaeva. No
So
idea.
I think like when you have not enough money for everything, like when you live on a tight budget.
Oh, yeah. So something which is like minimum, of course. Okay. Now, in this interview, Janice said, never work with children or animals. Do you agree with her saying? Why or why not? I'd like to ask Daria Vaganova this question first.
I think I agree with her position because I think when you work with animals, it can be really dangerous. And when you work with children, um, you have a responsibility, have different responsibilities. Um, mm, to save children alive.
Children's lives.
Children's life.
Yeah, I quite agree with you, Daria, here. And Sofia, what do you think? Do you agree with Daria's opinion or not?
Absolutely agree with Daria's opinion. Nothing else to say.
Okay, and would you like to work either with children or with animals, Sophia?
Okay, I would like to work with children and animals because I love the process of communicating with children, because I think that they're really that's a really cool pastime, and it's not problem for me to start communication with them. And I also love animals, and that's why I would like to work with them.
So you can work with children, but not animals, as far as I can see, yeah?
No, with animals, of course, too.
Also, yes. And
Yeah.
where could people work with animals? Let's brainstorm some places. Bella, please.
Oh, maybe in the zoo or vet clinic or on a farm. Basically, there are a lot of places where people can work with animals.
Yes, we can also mention circuses and theaters, perhaps. You
Yeah.
know, a theater of cats by Kuklachov here in Moscow, yeah, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we are supposed to move on to another part of our practicum is speaking oral section of exam, task 4. So you now have a look at these lovely photos. Read the task very carefully about the fourth aspect of this task, yeah? And in about a minute and a half, I'll ask some of you to start speaking. Okay? Set my timer for 3 minutes. Okay. The first speaker will be Sofia Medvedeva. So, are you ready?
Можно не быть тут первым спикером? У меня тут немножечко в комнате. Сейчас, извините.
Okay. So then we have Полина to be the first speaker then, okay? If you don't mind. Ready, Полина?
Yes.
So, ready, steady, go.
Hi Mark, it's Polina. I've just found photos for our project, and I would like to discuss them for our project Family Pets, and I would like to discuss them with you. Well, in the first photo, there is a bunny in the bedroom. In the second photo, there is a cat on the armchair. I think both pictures suit well for our project because they shows two pets, two types pets people keep. Both ways of two types pets have their advantages and disadvantages. The advantage of bunny is it lives in a like box. The advantage of cat is people don't need to go for a walk with cats. The disadvantage of bunny is that sometimes bunny can guide your flat. And disadvantage of cats is that sometimes people need to like brush cats. Personally, I would prefer to have cats because I really love them, and cats so cutie. Let me know when you are both free to discuss them. That's all for now. Bye.
And 14 seconds are left. Time is okay. So I'd like to ask Bella to comment on her answer. Any mistakes, any problems?
Well, I don't really know about grammatics because I wasn't listening for a little bit, but the whole thing, the concept and structure of her speech is okay. So, no, nothing to say actually.
Okay, any other comments? Okay, so how we'll call the animal on the left photo? What's the best way how to call it, Polina? You called it bunny, but how we can call it in other words?
Rabbit.
Rabbit. It's better to call it like this. Yeah, rabbit. What about the description of the first photo? As far as I could hear, you said that he is in the bedroom.
Yes.
We can't see for sure if it's a bedroom or a kitchen or anything like that, but he is on the table, yeah? He is on a blanket, покрывало, одеяло, да? Yes. And so that's maybe it's a scarf. We're not sure, but it could be a scarf as well as that. Sharp, да? So it's a little bit of logical mistake, yeah? And you say they shows. Is it okay? How will say it?
They show.
They show. Another mistake of yours is that you didn't use article before the bunny or the cat to illustrate that this particular pet has some, keeping this particular pet has some advantages or disadvantages, yes? And I didn't understand quite for sure what are the disadvantages of keeping a rabbit is.
Я не знала, как сказать, но что он может испортить мебель или квартиру. Что грызет. У меня просто был кролик.
How you will say навести беспорядок, сделать беспорядок in English? Who remembers this expression? Maybe you, Sophia, remember.
Maybe make mess.
Make a mess с артиклем, да? Make a mess. Or maybe spoil something, что-то испортить. Yes, okay. So the second speaker for the same task, let it be Sophia, okay? Oh, Bella, any questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to speak to.
You decided to speak this task, yes?
Yeah, but if it's to Sophia, then okay.
Okay, let Sophia be number 2 and you will be number 3 then, okay? Sophia Medvedev, are you ready?
Okay.
Ready, steady, go.
Hi, Vasya. I have found 2 photos for our project Family Pets, and I would like to tell you about them. Let me describe them for you. If I look at the first picture, I can see a little rabbit sitting on the table. In the second picture, there is a cat who is sitting on the armchair. However, these photos have some differences. The key difference is that the first picture shows a rabbit as a pet, while in the second picture there is a cat as a type of pet. These photos perfectly suit our project because both of them illustrate two different types of home pets. These types of two pets have their advantages and disadvantages. Talking about the advantages, the best thing about keeping rabbit as a pet is that rabbits have have a real really gentle nature. And the best thing about keeping a cat as a home pet is that cats are really independent pets, and they are suitable for busy people. Talking about the disadvantages of keeping rabbit as a home pet, one of them is that they need to be carefully looked after because of their gentle nature. Also, while there is a major drawback of keeping a cat as a home pet, cats can scratch furniture. Personally, I would prefer to have a cat as a home pet because I really love cats because of their independent nature. And I like to play with them. That's all for now. Drop me your opinion about these photos. Bye.
Good. And 22 more seconds are left, by the way. So, Daria Vaganova, what's your impression of her talk?
Мне кажется, все было хорошо.
Мгм.
То есть связь была, тема проекта была, плюсы и минусы тоже были сказаны, ну и свое мнение высказано по теме.
Ага. Да, я зафиксировал только некоторые грамматические ошибки небольшие. Кто-то что-то услышал не так. Кстати. Вот когда мы говорим который о неодушевленных предметах и о животных, мы не говорим who, мы говорим which. Это вот первый момент, да. И также it мы говорим как a cat it, да, а не he или she обычно. Только в сказках это может быть he или she, о них говорится, да. Следующий момент. Нет артикля. Keeping a cat, a rabbit. Должен быть артикль неопределенный. Окей? И лексическая такая ошибочка, что drop me your opinion. Что значит drop me your opinion? You give me your opinion. А drop me a line. Есть устойчивая коллокация. Напиши мне, черкни мне пару строк. Окей?
Это я заговорилась, видимо.
Yes, but in general, it's very well. As to the plot, it's okay. Содержание отличное было в этом плане. Bella, let it be your turn now, okay? And you are the last speaker today.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Mhm.
Start.
Yeah.
Begin. Bella, hello. Вас не слышно, Bella. Hello. Беллу не слышно, да, сейчас? So maybe some connection problem. Then perhaps Daria Balabayeva will answer, okay? Daria, are you ready?
Yeah, I think yes.
So, ready, steady, go.
So hi Kate. I have found some photos for our school project Family Pets, and I'd like to say a few words about them. So in the first picture, one can see a rabbit sitting on a blanket, and there is on the second picture. In the second picture, there is a cat sitting on the couch. So talking about the difference, the key difference is that in the first photo there is a rabbit, and in the second photo there is a cat. So I believe that the two types of pets presented in the pictures have their advantages and disadvantages. As for the rabbit, the main advantage is that they don't need special attention to them, so they can play on their own. And talking about cats, they're really the advantage of them is that they really feel stress feel when a person is stressing. So now I will discuss the disadvantages of two types of pets. So one of the biggest disadvantage of rabbits is that they need special life conditions. Life conditions. So they need a special place where to live. And the disadvantage of the cat is that they can they always try to have a private place, so everywhere they walk is their place. So overall, I'd prefer to have a cat. So have a cat. It's really comfortable for me. I think that cats are one of the cutest pets in the world. So I would prefer to have them. So that's all for now. Please get in touch with me and tell what do you think about these photos.
Great. And you managed with the time. Okay, I'd like to ask Sophia then to comment on her answer. София Медведева, for example.
Окей. Мне кажется, что, то есть, было все в порядке с...
Да, у нас Дарья сейчас говорила.
Ой, извините, пожалуйста.
Да.
У Дарьи все в порядке, и с РКЗ, и с... Ну, то есть, у меня казалось, что все было хорошо. Возможно, там были какие-то мелкие ошибки, именно грамматические, но именно по РКЗ я бы сказала, что все в порядке.
Ну да. А вот единственная была лексическая ошибка, ну фактическая, наверное, ошибка, когда вот описание того, на чем сидит кошка, там ведь все-таки an armchair, мы видим кресло четко, да, а couch это все-таки кушетка, это все-таки sofa, couch, вот они почти синонимы, да. Но, тем не менее, достойный ответ был, прозвучал и сказали и о преимуществах интересных, и о недостатках. So, bravo, well done. Okay, by the way, what do you think about keeping such pets? I'd like to ask Sofia Shagenova, what do you think is better for you? Which pet you would prefer, by the way?
I think I prefer cats because
I would prefer, yes?
I would
asked you.
prefer, yes.
Yeah.
But I have allergy on many pets, so I can't do this.
Yes, by the way, another disadvantage that we might mention here, speaking about cats in particular, that some people have allergy to cats. Well, and what other animals do you have, if you have any pets, and what are the advantages and disadvantages? Grigory, any in your family?
I have a cat in my family.
Any disadvantages of having it? Or no?
The main disadvantage of having it is that it can scream at night,
Oh,
a lot
really?
and loudly.
So, and wake you up.
Yeah.
Alice, what about you? Do you have any pets, Alisa? Then you. Bella, hello? Some problems with connection, perhaps. Then Daria Vaganova, do you have any pets?
Yes, I have a cat.
I saw the cat in the background, today.
Yeah, it is a really cute animal, and when I have a stress because of school, I can quite forget about my problems and cope with stress, calm down. However, it likes demanding the furniture.
Yeah. When we had a cat, it lived for 16 and a half years, actually, quite a long life for a cat. And we had our sofa in very bad condition, so to say. But it was a very nice and wise cat. Okay, so speaking about your home task for the next practical lesson, okay, it will be oral part of exam. На этот раз я выложил задание по устной части, 4-е задание. Также нужно будет к четвергу сделать запись вашего ответа и проверки друг у друга. Окей? So, see you in an hour. Увидимся через час на нашем занятии. So, bye until our next lesson.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Yeah.
thank you.
Bye.